Hello, it's Hermie Abraham from Advocation Employment Law, and I wanted to jump on a really quick video to discuss time theft. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because I was reading an article, and it was with respects to Robert De Niro and an ex-employee that he not only fired, hence the reason why they're an ex-employee, but is suing for $6 million. And the lawsuit has a bunch of allegations about what the employee did, but one of the things that is alleged is that the employee engaged in time theft. So I wanted to discuss with you what time theft is and in circumstances where it could lead to discipline at work or dismissal. So first and foremost, the important thing to remember is that when you are hired to do a job, your employer is expecting you to spend your full time and attention while you're at your job. And you're entitled to your breaks, you're entitled to downtime, definitely. But in that time that they're paying you, they're expecting you to do paid work. And so time theft happens in circumstances where during that paid time, you're engaging in other activities that are not in furtherance of your employer or related to your job. And in most times, these are personal matters. You're attending to things that are personal. So you'll see time theft in situations where somebody might have a side hustle and they're working that side hustle while they're supposed to be doing paid work. You can also see time theft in situations, and this is what's more traditionally viewed as time theft, where somebody is claiming time at work that they're not actually working. So for example, they're supposed to work an 8-hour day, but they're only there for 6 hours, and the other 2 hours are spent either outside of work or at work doing something completely unrelated to the job that they're supposed to be doing. And that's paid time that they're having, not lunch and breaks. And more with the advent of smartphones and social media, we are seeing time theft used in cases where employees are spending time watching Netflix or on social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, or even talking and texting on a personal nature with friends and family while they're being paid to work. And in the Robert De Niro case, the employee spent over a 4-day period, they watched 55 episodes of Friends. And I say, not only does that show a real commitment to the show Friends, which is good, but I don't know. I don't think it's that great to binge watch 55 episodes. It also shows a clear lack of judgment in the fact that these 55 episodes occurred whilst they were being paid. And they're not being paid to do this work. It wasn't part of her job description at all. So if you are engaging in activities of a personal nature during paid time, your employer might find that you're committing time theft and might discipline you or dismiss you. And the factors your employer is going to look at are many. One of the things they're going to look at is this a one-time occurrence, or have you been doing this over a period of time? They're also going to look at the amount of time that was spent proportionate to the time that you should have been working. Are we talking about, a few minutes here and there, or are we looking at, a much longer period of time that's disproportionate in the time that you should be working? They're also going to look at your other misconduct history. Is this, the only thing that you've done wrong, or have there been other things? And this might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. And they're also going to look at your history with the company. Have you been there for a short period of time? And so they're seeing issues in your employment in a short period of time, or are you, a 15-year employee who's never had a blemish in your performance history and you're now having this issue? And the main thing they're going to look at is whether or not they've brought this to your attention before and warned you about it, and whether or not you've corrected or you've continued to move forward in engaging in personal activities while you're being paid to work. So if you take anything from this video, remember that time theft is a thing, that it could be subject to discipline by your employer, so a write-up or a warning on file, or depending on the severity with the factors that I just outlined, it could be subject to your dismissal, and in some cases dismissal with cause, which means you don't get a termination package because your employer is alleging that you've breached the employment contract. And in the case of Robert De Niro, the employee in Robert De Niro's case, it could result in a lawsuit where your employer is claiming monies that they feel that you have incorrectly taken that was paid to you. So remember, time theft is a thing. Hopefully you don't get caught up in it. If you have any questions about your particular situation, no judgment. We'd be happy to discuss it with you in a legal strategy session. If you know somebody who would find this video helpful, please share it with them. And lastly, if you found this video helpful, please like it. Thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to speaking with you in my next video. Take care and have a great day. Goodbye.